Warning: the following contains opinions that you might not agree with. It may also contain too much positivity that you might not be able to handle. But in all seriousness, viewer discretion is advised for the following program. Hello and welcome back to the Admin Time podcast with your hosts Jones Chua and
Sammy. Hi guys.
Sammy and Sam Agrabio. So today we're going to be talking about mental health and physical health. So Sam, when was the first time you heard about the concept of working out, and when do you start working out yourself?
Honestly, I used to have an agenda for like, it's not really a secret agenda, but more like an agenda when towards working out. And us guys, we work like before, like the concept is to impress the ladies. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Pali.
Yeah.
Pali. I mean, now it's more towards like ourselves. We do workout for ourselves and not for others. And but the usual like concept, like before, like the immature concept is working out to impress the to impress the opposite sex.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's your motive lah, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then so
Right.
when do you start working out yourself?
It started way back, like during primary school, where we had like CCAs, like because my CCA was basketball, and okay, this is for those of you who don't know, CCAs are co-curricular activities, and we have clubs that happen like after school, and in this instance, my club is basketball, and I get to learn how like the basic exercises like push-ups, like all the very like very
those basic exercise form of exercises,
basic exercises.
Okay.
And that's like how I started to gain my knowledge about exercise. But I didn't fully like commit to like exercise, because like I felt like way before, I actually felt that I was actually kind of fit, because like as a kid, like you have you feel like you've reached your max, like your max
your potential.
energy, and like your potential, and like you wouldn't really much care about the things that you actually can't do. It's more like, oh, I have this, and like you kind of like stick around with it until you realize that you're too comfortable with it, and then that's where most people like kind of fall off in terms of like physical health. But basically primary school was at the age of like 10, 11 was the time where I started becoming more active. So yeah.
And now you're what, 21, 22?
21.
So about roughly 10 years ago lah.
Yeah.
Correct, right?
10 years ago. How old are you?
Yeah. I started working out when I was Sec 3. That was 14, 15 years old. I remember I was about 65 kg. Then I go to the bathroom, look at the mirror, like what I did during NS, right? then like I see my body like, wow, like out of shape there.
The rock. Not the rock.
No,
rock yet.
No, not yet. I haven't reached that form yet. then I look in the mirror like, wow, shit, not fit. Yeah, then I take photo. But a bit look like a rock a bit lah. But then it was an angle lah. But the abs, then the body a bit fluffy. So then I started going to the gym. I remember I go Bukit Gombak gym, the Active SG one. Yeah. Then I first time lift bicep curl 4 kg. I cannot lift. Yeah. Like I will, my body like bent.
Like you go forward, then you.
Yeah. I cannot. Then when I started lifting, right, then The next day I got DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. It's basically when if you first time lift or you long time haven't lift, right, then you feel soreness lah. Yeah, then I remember going out with my father and my friend. Then my arm was basically like this,
flabby,
not flabby. The position is like I
very
sprained my
awkward.
arm. Yeah, like I sprained my arm like, because I cannot even. It was so damn sore. I cannot even put down. Yeah, then after
I remember those. Yeah.
yeah, then I started going consistently lah after school. Then about maybe I would say 3-6 months in, then every time I wear my school uniform, right, I have a white singlet with me inside. Then after school we decided, okay, we go play a bit of street football first. Then before I go to the gym. Then we were playing street soccer, right? Then I picked up the ball wearing my singlet. I picked up the ball. Then after that, my friend was like, "Ooh, cleavage."
Yo, that's
Then I
suspicious.
cover, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My chest at that point, I think like 3 or 6 months in already grow slightly bigger. Then like he was like, "Ooh, cleavage." Then
I remember those times too. I would also have some cleavage on my side. I was a bit on the plus side, but yeah.
but it's still at the you know the curve, like a very distinct curve. I think so.
Yeah.
When he said that, then when I go toilet, I go like bend down a bit, see myself. Then like, oh, okay, I understand what he means. Then after that, when I reached ITE, then I started
How
joining
heavy
a
were
gym
you?
club.
How heavy were you?
I was still about 65, but the thing is, right, I work out, I lift weights and everything, but then I didn't really take care of my diet and my sleeping habits. Yeah. So I thought I had this preconception, like, okay, you work out, you don't have
Then
to
you
eat
look
as much,
good.
you don't have to recover. Yeah. So I didn't take care of my diet properly. I ate less. I lost weight lah, but all the gains that I got, I didn't see it lah. You know what I mean? After that, when I was at ITE, I joined the bodybuilding club.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. Well, but it's not like the Arnold Schwarzenegger type lah. It's like
Okay.
to just lift weights lah. I took steroids. Yeah. I did. I took steroids. It's a mistake, but I'm not afraid to say it. I would say about like 6 months. Yeah. Could see the
Wait,
difference
so
lah,
like,
but
you actually injected yourself?
no, not
with
inject. Yeah,
steroids?
it's a pills.
Oh, pills. I see.
Yeah, pills. Yeah. Then took that
How
for
does-
about like 6 months. Sorry.
How does steroid work? Steroids.
It's basically just gives your it just expands your muscle mass lah.
Nothing to do with hormones, right?
I think it does alter a bit, because that's where your muscle actually grows, and then you expand some more, and then you got the water retention and everything, so it adds up. Your muscles actually basically water. So when you expand, be it just working out or with steroids, it will expand lah. The water, so the water balloon or water bag will expand lah. Yeah.
This is what makes it bigger.
Yeah. So not only my body expanded, but my face also could tell that I expanded. Was a bit chubby lah, cause all the water retention lah. Yeah. Then I stopped lah. Then after that, when I joined Kaplan, I gym here and there only, but I only worked out when I see myself in the mirror, like, wow, okay, not fit, so I just do a few push-ups, but I wasn't that consistent until reach NS. Then after that, we went damn consistent already, like 6 days a week. I'm still doing 6 days a week now. As a matter of fact, after this podcast, I'm gonna go work out already. So today's Saturday, right? So it's my last day. Yeah. So
Your rest day.
yeah.
Well, I think I've actually not really added much with like how the workout story actually went. So, this primary school thing wasn't really serious. It wasn't really that serious. Like, I believe I slacked off like most of the trainings. So, like, okay, I get the idea of it, like workouts, but it wasn't like something that I was comfortable with, lah. Like, it's definitely not non-painful, but like you just don't want to go through with it, and that's like a mistake that I actually did, lah. Which actually like decrease my chances into going into like school teams or varsities and stuff. But after like graduating from secondary school, going into IT, I guess I know like at 80 kg, I think, yeah, around 80 I was at 80 kg, and I wasn't really that active. I was more of like the couch potato type body where you have like very like baby fats here.
Yeah.
My dad would, I still
Love
remember my
handles.
dad would like, yeah, my yeah, love handles.
Yeah.
My dad would like make fun of my fats and stuff, and I would just get like annoyed actually, but
Apa?
apa ya? Yeah, like I wasn't confident at all, and that actually decreased my self esteem as well, because like the the confidence that you have is like so minimal, and I just don't know how to talk to people like simply because I don't look at my best. And then like I started like I think second year of ITE of NITEC, I decided to do this 1 month training program. Not really a training program, but like a challenge to myself, because like I wasn't really feeling comfortable in my own in my own body. Like every time I would look at the mirror, like I see this like what was this thing like the feel of your body getting like so like looking so bad, or dysmorphia or something.
I think so. Yeah, it's a psychological thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
It happens.
like I would have that, and I will feel like super bad like whenever I look myself in the mirror. And I think the first time I look at myself in the mirror, my cheeks were actually like very like puffed up, like it was that bad, and like there was no like defined shape of my body. Like it was totally like body dysmorphia. Is it true?
I mean, you got the dysmorphia right lah, but don't the
Yeah.
body lah. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So what I did was I ran 7 km like every day, and
Wow.
okay, that's not really like advisable to be running without any rest days, right? But at the point, I was actually happy that I'm doing something, and like I actually found out that running long distance is like a very relaxing thing to do because like there was like exams and such, and then like all the stress just goes away and stuff, and and it just takes my mind off things that's where I lost like 20 kg at the end of the month. And 20 kg.
20 is a lot, yeah.
And I was like my engineering pants didn't really fit me like after the after that month, and I was consistent with it and then during my internship, my 6-month internship, this is where I noticed that you actually need rest for your body to like develop. So I was waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning and I worked out give it about like 30 minutes, and then I had to travel from Sembawang. No, it's not Sembawang. From Admiralty to Bedok.
If you forget where you live. MRT,
Yeah,
right?
I mean like there's so many places where I live in Singapore. I mean it's located in the north, but it's an Admiralty. So I had to travel from Admiralty to Bedok, and it's roughly around 1 hour plus, and it's so tiring. Like I swear, like I was walking with safety boots, like those very chunky boots with the steel toe.
A bit like
I was walking
WP,
with that
Otama. A bit like Otama, yeah.
Actually, Altama is even more lighter.
Or Magnum.
Not even close, bro. Like this safety boots is like literally like as heavy as your own table or something. I mean, not okay. That's a bit like exaggerating, but like it's like it's definitely more worse than a than a normal shoe lah. And it's actually quite hard to walk. But then I don't want to have like the hassle to get a shoe to just use it as my everyday. Because you see, this shoe is like important at work. Cause like static. Cause we have this static kind of thing. But anyways, yeah. And then I will return home around 8 p.m. And I wouldn't have the time to like completely rest. So I immediately worked out again. Like
Wow.
the same, but the same muscles. I think I worked on the same muscles. Cause I thought when it comes to working out, right? I thought it was just gonna be your biceps and stuff, and then
Yeah,
like
same, yeah.
like I thought that's like the because when I found out that my body doesn't look right, I was looking at my arms. My arms were super small compared to my body shape. So I was like, I need to train this and this one only. I don't need to train anything else. So that's why I just train. I just train bicep curls like every day. Like give it about like 14 reps. 14 reps. 2 sets. Yeah, that's what I could do at the time. And okay, I could see some progress, but still like it's still minimal because of the resting, and then the diet also is a bit off lah, and
Yeah.
it wasn't that good lah. That's why I didn't see much improvement. Then came NS. This is what I'm really thankful about lah. NS taught us how you should diversify your workouts into
Yes.
different
Yeah.
different like and it's not only limited to weighted workouts.
We got like strength and
there's-
power. Then we got the
Yes.
what's the round robin one? I forget already.
The run, speed and agility.
Got
SAQ.
got SAQ. Then got the
Quickness.
yeah. Got different types of workout. Yeah.
Then the power and strength and power, right?
Strength.
SNP.
Got the circuit training. Is it?
Yeah. Where
Yeah.
you run around the track.
2.4. Yeah. Running SAQ, strength and power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
IPP
actually
training.
thankful about lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Then I realized like there's so many different types, and there are types where there's some types where you'd actually find joy doing. So like you find it fun lah.
Yeah,
Like for
yeah.
example, I mean, though some people don't like running, I prefer like doing calisthenics, like push-ups and all. At the time,
Yeah.
because like there was this hoax that my dad and my like actually most of my families have told me if you lift weights they say you get shorter. And I was
Oh
like,
my god, yeah. I get that all the times, yeah, for everyone, my family as well. Yeah.
yeah, they say don't lift weights because you get even my cousin who lifts the weights now. Yeah, I was like so like I actually thought I had nothing to do like if let's say they deprive me of weights, then what should I do, right? So I was like, okay, let's find other stuff to do so I did I did those like push-ups and stuff, and then we didn't have much at that time. It's just like those elderly fitness corners, and I would do like the bench press, but then you're like sitting up. Then doing that. Yeah, I did that.
that one.
I just did
Wow.
that shit. Like then I just tried like every station, and then I was like, actually this elderly fitness corner is actually like your own could be your own personal gym also, and like I think this was like pre NS. I started using those equipment to work out, and then I realized that I'm not really, cause you see this fitness corner is for the elderly. So I didn't really see much progress, but I guess my muscle the strength is there lah. Just that it's not formed lah. As the way that you're supposed to actually like do
Yeah, you mentioned the elderly fitness corner. I think that one is more on they train their psychomotor skills and everything. So it's not for muscle building. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess what are the we have established physical benefits. We have gain muscle, right? You've lost weight
Yeah, yeah.
after working out consistently. But what about the mental benefits that you have experienced while working out?
I think like I've gained some maturity in terms of like while I'm working out, cause like if you work out right, like it gives you this uncomfortability that you're not really used to, and then uh as you progress, as you become more consistent, I think you adapt to yourself that you know if this pain is like temporary,
Mm.
and you're kind of like adapted to like the pain and for the mental aspect of it, right? I um I think it's um it made me um okay stronger mentally, stronger mentally. Yeah, I have nothing like on my
You lost
mind
for
right now. It's just so pain.
you work out too
So
much until you're speechless already.
hey,
Your mind.
that's the thing. I actually haven't worked out for a week now, cause like exams and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
and like now I'm just trying to get back to it, and I'm actually like after this I'm gonna organize my stuff again, cause like I feel like my workouts like not really sustainable
Mm.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. How about
Yeah.
you? What do you think for the mental aspect of working out?
Mental aspect. You mentioned confidence, right, just now.
Yeah.
I feel more confident lah talking to
Mm.
people in general,
Anyone?
like guys,
Yes.
girls. Then when I walk, I have a certain I have a good posture when I walk.
Stature. Yes. Yes.
Chest out.
Yes.
Then like make eye contact with people and everything. Then
Legit.
like a bit like SM lah, but yeah lah, a bit manly instead of hunched down and then looking on the ground. I'm more like man, you know what I mean? Yeah. I guess that's
what
the
you mean.
yeah, you know what I mean, right? So that's the confidence aspect lah. Another mental aspect I would say my mind is clearer, you know. There's a bit of clarity. I'm always looking forward to working out. Morning and when I wake up, morning about 6:15 plus, I'll wake up and work out. Right now, after this podcast, I'll work out about 1700, and especially today I'll be running lah. I'll be doing a bit of calisthenics. I'll be running. I always look forward to running because I blast my metal music. Then I hold my phone like that while I run. Yeah. I mean, not gang sign lah. But then also the confidence aspect sort of comes in as well. Because when I run, right, then people will look at me. Then I run with my chest out as well. Then I play the metal. I play the metal music. And then like yeah. They do, dude. Yesterday, no, 2 days ago, right? I saw. Yeah. I intend to be siao. I don't care what people think. You know, the like okay, let's say the traffic light, right? 10 seconds in already, 10 seconds left. But I was about 50 meters to 100 meters away. I saw it 10 seconds there. I sprint, you know. I sprint like Usain Bolt, like I don't know who lah, Usain Bolt or Ronaldo or Mbappe lah. Then I can imagine the cars waiting for the green light to be like see me like hey beep beep beep. You already 1 second you can run. But then but then I didn't care. My legs were like chicken, like running like chicken like that. Then I with my metal music on, I totally don't care. I feel damn hyped up. Then I reached the Empire like yeah, like you know the Rocky, he run up the
Yeah.
he run up the stairs.
Why do you sound like Schwarzenegger instead of
Instead of Sylvester
Sylvester
Stallone.
Stallone?
Really?
Why?
I thought I'd be like, yeah, I mean, but yeah lah, that's the confidence aspect of it lah. It's like, you know, you go out, you work out. You work out and then you go out. Not many people you see are sort of like physically fit. You know what I mean? That there's a certain stature of aura that you can actually tell. Oh, this guy actually works out.
Yeah.
Look how macho and confident he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I sort of like intend to be the odd one out lah. You know what I mean? Especially when I run. Not many people will like see traffic light 10 seconds then they'll sprint or they'll just wait. But I just like test my limit. I like test my limits. Yeah, so I guess the mental part is the confidence and really just pushing through while I work out lah. Because I believe, right, if you work out, right, you're not only pushing your physical limits, but you also push your mental capabilities.
Mental, very true.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's not just for workout. Like as we mentioned in our previous episode, when you have adversities and tough times, you can actually push through these things. Yeah. So I guess confidence is one of the key aspects. Yeah.
Mm.
So now we're talking about mental, right? So
Yeah.
if you don't mind me asking, what has been your lowest point in life and how do you manage to overcome it?
Actually, there are many moments where, because like us humans, like we have this ability to like self doubt and stuff. So there'll be like moments where, like, even including in NS, like there'll be like this negative side of me where he'll like constantly like torment me with insults and stuff, and like that's one bad thing about it lah. I use this insult as like an energy
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to push through, but it shouldn't be the way lah. But anyways, to back to the question, how I like went through like my darkest times.
Yeah.
Was that your question?
Yes.
Um,
Your lowest, so to speak, your lowest
lowest
point
point.
in line, lah. Yeah. And how do you manage to overcome it?
Okay, since like I feel like NS was one of my my lowest point, cause my sleep wasn't like, for us like servicemen, we don't really have control in our sleep schedule because of our operations and stuff. And as for my job, where I don't I don't physically go out, but it's just like my duty is just to stay there for like 12 hours. Especially at the night time, I don't really my mind isn't that stable as to compare to when I'm booked out and like have all of my thoughts collected and stuff. But yeah, like I had a very troubled mind when I don't really have much of my sleep, and I think some part of my mental health has been like, uh not at its best, and I kind of have this like pessimistic thoughts like going through my mind, and especially with the training and all, that's going to be add up, and also like the stresses from outside NS, like it kind of like uh
It affects you, lah.
yeah, like,
Yeah. You got too much on your mind. You know what I mean?
yeah, like
Yeah.
I have a lot of my back lah, and I feel like like I totally don't want to entertain the thoughts, because I think everybody has this thought where cause like it exists to end it all to commit suicide lah. Like I think it's a temptation that I try not to entertain. But yeah, like how I went through it is through the entertaining of like friends and like you, my
Yeah.
brother,
My brother, my padre,
my pare.
padre.
It was nice having my family behind my back, though they weren't around during my time in the NS. Like they would like we would like call and stuff, and then they would like check up on me. And though like I'm not really at my best, I try to tell them that I'm doing fine and stuff like that. Even though I'm not at my best, but I think that's one of like the motivators that actually kept me going. Cause I do I if let's say I thought about actually ending my life at the moment, at the moment, yeah. um like what good what good would bring, what good would I bring to my parents,
Exactly. Yeah.
first, yeah. and like especially like the burden that I would like have on my parents when the news is being delivered that, oh, your son has, then like,
Yeah.
what will they like, who will they depend on now? They are like one less person to depend on,
Mm.
um to make them happy and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't feel obligated on making my parents happy, but it's more like, I actually want to lah. So yeah, but yeah, that was one of the reasons why I didn't actually try to do self harm and stuff. Second thing that made me go through with it is to, um I guess, try to, uh like I've been reading like self help books. I mean, not self books. Like watching self help like videos on
Mm.
the internet, and like I think that really calms me up. And knowing that people uh have the same
Experiences.
experiences, correct?
Mm.
And like I kind of know that I'm not alone.
Mm.
Yeah. Then other than that was exercise. Like though I don't really like totally. It's a love hate relationship between me and exercise. Cause like it's not really like, um it's still challenging for me. But uh I do my best to love the this exercise thing, because I feel like this is something that could benefit me. So I use I try to ignore this hate kind of thing, but more on to love this activity. And the last thing that made me feel like going on is, the motivation that I actually have everything that I could possibly have. Like I have parents and people who love me,
Yeah.
and things that not really much people have.
Mm.
Like the experiences that I actually experiences, and it would be a waste if I would just, if I would just commit suicide but yeah,
Mm.
uh that's how I went through with my uh, most down the
The lowest point in your life. Yeah.
lowest I keep saying darkest. I was
Yeah.
like,
Sorry. It's the same. Almost the
it's
same
a
thing.
dark, it's a dark episode
Yeah.
for me. Yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, how about you, Jones?
For me, okay, I wouldn't say I've lowest, like very lowest point, and maybe last 2019, where I graduated from Kaplan. I actually had to remodule one of my modules, and that was my turning point to start waking up and start studying hard. uh from March 2019 to enlistment, right, I totally kept quiet about it. I didn't tell anyone that apart from my friends that I failed and had to remod, because the repercussion is that I had to delay my studies. I had to pay and everything. Then if I don't pass this, if I don't pass my diploma, I cannot go to uni.
Yeah.
So I was already thinking way ahead after the ORD. What am I gonna say to my parents when I cannot even apply for uni? So then I just kept quiet lah until NS came. Two of my friends already done their remodules, and then I would say just nice, but thankfully I thank COVID for this. The modules was went online via Zoom. So I thought this is my chance already. I have to remodule through online already. I confirm cannot book out and go class. And then thankfully I had Sir John's help and Captain Arif's help. They allowed me to book in. Then right after going to Sembawang Wharf, right, then they allow me to use the the room where we put all the blanket and everything with the bed.
Yeah.
That extra storeroom, right? Yeah. I used that to study. Then
Yeah,
thankfully also Sir Ron was our what was it, Gutcom or Gut One? I forgot already. Oh my god, the main PC for that shift, the night shift lah. Then he was like, how's your study, everything? They go over there. I say, yes sir, it went good. Thank you sir for asking. Then that support really got me through. Like it basically told me, even though you have your setbacks, right, got your friends and family and even your army buddies, be it your same rank as you or your sir, to support you, you know. So I got through it lah, and I learned a very hard and valuable lesson lah, not to waste money, not to waste time on studies, or if you should just do it once, do it good lah. Like you know that quote, Sergeant Juan would always say, yeah, do it once, do it good, then you don't have to do it again. So because of that, because of the episode, then I realized that I should just work hard. Given a chance, just study. Yeah. But yeah, talking about suicide, since you brought that up, you know, I actually got a statistic from Samaritans of SG, SOS. It was last updated in July 2022. So in 2021, there was a total reported suicide case in Singapore, about total of 378, which was a 16.3% decrease from 2020. There was also a decrease in elderly suicides aged 60 and above, from 154 deaths to 112. So 154 from 2020 and 112 in 2021. So there was a decrease lah. But however, there was an increase in suicide for youth aged 10 to 19, from 30 deaths in 2020 to 37 deaths, 37 in 2021. So it's about 23.3% increase to a 29.6. Yeah, 23.3% in 2020 and a 29.6 in 2021, which was a 6.3% increase. So
that's still a lot, though. Like,
that's still a lot.
Even with the statistics, with the decrease and stuff, it's still like counted as one.
Yeah.
One that passed.
So yeah, the CEO mentioned that even though there was a slight decrease in the total, but then they try to. It's still quite saddening to see that there's an increase in the youth lah, in the suicide in youth. Well, and I think the main reasons is cause, especially in Singapore, the studying.
It's definitely very tough to study.
Yeah, your parents will hound you and everything like that. I think I would say relationships, like you break up. Yeah. And then you just, if I break up already, then that's the end of the world, you know. And then they start like killing themselves. It's just sad. And then especially I think males said it worse. I think males said it worse, in my opinion. Yeah, guys will always have it worse somehow. I think because of all the other external stresses as well. Like, I'm a male, I should uphold this high standard. And then when I fail, then I actually fail miserably. So then, so then if they fail, have a setback, then they feel like they are damn dejected, and they just unfortunately just commit suicide. So I think, as you mentioned as well, talking about one's mental health is important. I mean, that's why also one of the things why we created this podcast is so that we can share our thoughts. And I also, in terms of sleeping, right, I also sometimes like cannot sleep well because I got a lot of things running through my mind. So we need the channel to sort of to say what you want to say. But I'm gonna say something brutal here in terms of suicide. I think if you commit suicide, right, I think it's really selfish thing to do, and it's quite a sinful thing to do. Wouldn't you agree? Right, because you mentioned that because you kill yourself and then
you wasted
one thing, you wasted your life. God give you a life. You're basically the first sperm out of millions to win that sperm race, and then you just waste it all, right? and then what's the point, right? Especially with all the abortion things going on in the US, I think it's quite sinful. And then you also mentioned, if you kill yourself, then the repercussions is that your parents and your loved ones will feel like, I should have done more to help my child, and then he or she just committed suicide, and then I'm to blame. So it's a lose-lose situation. Yeah. So if you kill yourself, you feel like, okay, I killed myself. All my stresses all gone already. But you never think about your family and friends, right? So that's why you see like Robin Williams. Positive comedian, right? Actor, and try to spread positivity around the world, right? But in the end, he committed suicide, right? Chester Bennington, the Linkin Park guy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's like, honestly, we see these celebrity deaths. We'll be like, oh shit, he like died way too soon, too young. He's such a positive inspiration for me. Okay, let's watch his movies and listen to his songs just to reminisce the old times. But then we never ask ourselves like, why did he even commit suicide? What are the repercussions that he actually done it? It's actually, for me, it's a selfish thing to do. Like I said, because you burden your family and friends. You actually make them think what I should have done more, and why did this even happen? And then sekali they got sad, they got heartbroken, and then one of your family members also sort of got too sad, they just got dejected, they passed away, or sometimes they kill themselves, and then it's a ripple effect lah. That's what I'm trying to say, especially in during World War II, right? You know, Mussolini, the Italian dictator, Benito Mussolini, dictator of Italy. Yeah, he when he got captured by Italian rebels, right? He was actually sort of tortured and paraded. His body was paraded around Italy, around the Italian square, because everybody didn't like him lah. I mean, dictator. Right? Then towards the end of World War II in Europe, right? Hitler actually realized that, oh shit, I don't want my people to parade my body around the streets and hang me and torture my body and everything like that. So he committed suicide because he wants to, he knows of his genocide and all his war crimes and everything. So he didn't want to face.
Didn't know the reasons why he suicide. I thought it was like because maybe the enemies would capture him, then he would rather kill himself rather than be
that is one of the reasons as well. The main reason was he doesn't want to suffer the same fate as Mussolini. The other one is he already knows the Russians are closing in, and thirdly he already knows of his war crimes, so he doesn't want to face justice. So and back then, compared to the Americans, British and French, compared to the Russians were actually more brutal. So he basically want to escape justice lah, hence he killed himself. Fast forward 1 year, 1946, the Nuremberg trials. They captured Himmler, head of the SS, and Goering, head of the Luftwaffe, the German Air Force. They before they could actually, Himmler, before he could stand trial, he killed himself, I think by cyanide, because he wanted to escape justice. Goering went through a series of trials, and then I think few days later, before his charges were made, right, which is actually normally hang to death lah. He actually hung himself to death in his cell. So the point I'm trying to make is, again, I'm being brutal here. If you commit suicide, right, I think you're actually quite weak-minded lah. Let's be honest, because you just want to take the easy way out, you know. You like life is so stressful, everything. I mean, everyone goes through the same thing, right? Stressful life, and even maybe even worse. But the first thing they won't think of is committing suicide, because that's not your character, you know what I mean? We mentioned facing tough times and adversity. It's your character. It determines whether you want to push through or you want to take the easy way out and commit suicide. And then as I mentioned, the other repercussions of hurting your family and everything. That's my take on suicide lah. I mean, I apologize to my viewers and to our viewers and listeners for going this dark path, but I think it has to be said, because it's too rampant, and we have all these resources, like you got your family and your friends to talk to, got these proper channels to talk about, and you even got hotlines to call and tell your problems. So you got all these resources, but you choose to commit suicide. So that's actually quite low.
Should we say out like the hotlines or who to like contact?
Do you have it on your screen? I mean, if you do, you can say. And then we can put in the description. Singapore lah, Singapore and Philippines lah, since you're based in Philippines.
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Let me
Yeah.
just. Okay, for Philippines, we have the National Center for Mental Health Crisis Hotline, and it's 0966 dash 351 dash 4518. I don't know if the dash is required, but I'm just saying it because it's on here. Then for Singapore, it would be
Could be the Samaritans of SG, where I got
Yeah.
the data from.
it would be oops. Eh? Nani?
Right.
Oh, I think this 0966 is for Singapore.
Bruh.
I'm so sorry. So, anyways, for Philippines,
You want to repeat the 096 again?
okay, so 0966 351 4518. That's for Singapore.
Mm.
And for the Philippines, that's so weird though. Like, even says it's not the same. Like, I think it's just one call. Like,
Or one
'cause, like,
hotline, and then they
one
just go
hotline.
through they get
Yeah.
to choose the country.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll find out more, and then we'll put the the hotlines on the
Hotlines in
relevant
the
hotlines on the
description.
description. Yeah. But
Yeah.
our fellow viewers and listeners, please, if you're listening to this, if you're thinking of committing suicide, please don't, because of all the other repercussions that you might face. You may think I'm escaping reality, but basically you're gonna hurt and endanger your family and friends. So
Yeah.
you have the resources available. You got us, the podcast. You got
Yes.
you got the proper hotlines. Please use them and don't waste your life. Your life is too
Yes.
valuable to waste it.
Well,
Yeah.
if it's like the last straw, just remember that there's always gonna be, there's always like I don't care if like there's things that happen in the like things that happen. The last thing they want to do is to let you kill yourself,
Yeah.
and I think in this world we live in, there's definitely someone that loves you,
Yeah.
and I don't think I don't believe that you should like make them suffer just because you like decided that you wanna
Yeah.
you wanna commit suicide. Anyways,
Exactly. There's no way. There's no other way to sugarcoat this. We unfortunately have to tell you this brutal truth. It's like, there's this cartoon or caricature of two stalls. One is called Comforting Lies, right, and the other one it's
Unpleasant Truths.
Unpleasant Truths. Yeah, correct. So there are like thousands of people queuing up for Comforting Lies. And then the store attendant will be like telling you, oh, this is alright. The world is all sunshine and rainbows, everything. And then you go to the other store, Unpleasant Truths. There's only one guy queuing up. So this tells you that in life, right, we need to be. You basically need to hear all these unpleasant truths so that you can actually like wake the fuck up and grow up, lah. Yeah. And it's good for character development. Like, if you don't have this adversity, you have all these
Then
unpleasant truths to be that then you wouldn't grow as a character.
I was about to say something, but I didn't want to interrupt you. What's the thing called?
What does it pertain? Pertaining what?
It's better to experience the bad things rather than avoid the things that are bad.
Yeah.
Like, cause like I think I've mentioned this in the previous podcast, but like going away from your problem, like I think I even like put it in my TV, like there's like this quote, this quote thingy that you can stick on to some place. The quote is running away from your problems is a race you will never win. And yeah, I feel like if you actually like keep on avoiding it, you'll never like it'll always be uh it'll be like engraved into your brain, and like
Yeah.
and my dad actually told me this, um that I mean I just say in Filipino, sa huli ang pag what's regret. I forgot to know what's regret.
I don't know, bro.
Anyway,
I don't know.
anyway, uh, it means that sa huli, meaning in the end, regret happens in the end. Yeah, that's like the whole phrase. I don't know what's the Filipino phrase, but anyways, I'm just gonna state it here that in the end, if like let's say you don't get to do stuff, and like you know you you decided wrongly, you will regret it
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
in the end. And um yeah, so just whatever you do, just do it like what you said, do it once, do it good,
Mm.
and have no regrets, yeah. And I think that what's affecting with um it affects like our happiness, like this kinds of like regret kind of thing. So
Mm.
that's why you should always like you shouldn't do things like half fuck, like you should do it throughout, like you should
Like
go
full
through it
full
all.
fuck. Full
Huh?
fuck lah. Not half fuck but full fuck lah.
Yes, full fuck, full fuck that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, just put in all of your effort in it, and sooner or later, like you'll realize it's done. Like the pain is gone. I
Mm.
actually said this like during one of our trainings, like I think it was like our group. I said that pain is temporary, and the memories of your victories will be forever, will be
Yeah.
eternal.
Wow.
You felt that?
Yeah. I feel so moved.
Moved.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Deep
I
words.
actually have a wallpaper. My wallpaper is a quote, the classic um weak times create tough men, and then
That
tough men create strong times, then strong times create good times.
good
Strong
times
times. Oh my
create.
god. Bro, what? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Yeah.
Eh,
No, it's not. It's not. It's
strong
not
men.
times.
Strong men create good. Yeah, times.
Tough.
Times.
No, correct. No, tough times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create tough times, and then the cycle
Yes.
goes.
It's the
Yeah.
cycle goes.
Yeah.
That's why it's like a cycle that we should all break. Cause like we need to. I think all of us deserve a good time, and
Mm.
there shouldn't be. I feel like this cycle has to break, and I think that each and every one of us has to put in the effort just to, like whatever effort it may be, whether if it's a little bit effort or many effort, we all have one goal in mind. We should all have one goal in mind, which is to have a good a, a good time.
Good times. Actually, okay, I somewhat agree with you, but half of me thinks that if you have good times all the way, right, you don't actually have any problems to face, then you wouldn't grow.
I don't mean it that way. I mean like there's definitely going to have some bad times.
Yeah.
But like we should always have the end in mind, that we want to have good times to happen to us, instead of having like the worst of times that's going to happen to the wrong people.
Mm.
Like if like it's like an inheritance, like uh if you don't have much money, and then what are you gonna give to your future generations? They're going to be like, they're gonna lack.
So that's where you find means to generate your income, and then so that you can
Yeah.
pass it down. So when you
Yeah.
generate your income, that's your tough times lah.
Mm.
So I guess our closing remarks for me would be in terms of physical health, right?
Mm.
Just find a proper schedule that you can they can sustain, and then just keep working out,
Sustainability.
because yeah, sustainability is important. If you don't find your workout sustainable, you find it's a drag, right? You won't be looking forward to it. But also make it challenging lah. That's the physical part of it. Mental part of it. Once you can push through your physical barriers, you can actually push through your mental barriers.
Yes.
You can overcome other problems in your life, like school, work, relationships.
Yes.
And then moving on to mental, right? We cannot stress this enough. We got all these resources. Go, if you're having suicide thoughts, please go and seek help. Don't
Don't
throw
waste
your don't waste don't throw your life, don't throw your life away, especially when you're so young, because
Actually,
everyone got so much potential, and everyone, and yeah, it's all about potential. Everyone has their setback. We all suffer the same thing. But that doesn't mean that we should take the easy way out and commit suicide and escape our problems. That will lead to more repercussions, like making your family sad and things like that. Yeah. So yes, you were saying?
I actually think that you should take the advantage you have now, like with the resources that you currently have, because like I think before, like I don't know, like in the 1800s, you don't have this. You don't have this like prevention, like hotline prevention kind of thing. It's
Yeah,
more
yeah, of
like
course.
like oh, you
You
wanna kill
think,
yourself?
yeah, you
Oh,
think of it, and then and then you just do it, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and then,
There's
and then,
no
and then
like
last time as well, excuse me, you hear or see your friends cutting their wrists and everything like that. Is
yeah.
actually quite saddening. And we are all friends, where you can choose to tell your problems, or you can help you either way, blah, blah, blah. But we can help you one way or another. But as long as you know that there's a proper outlet to tell your problems, then you feel like, okay, there are people that can help me. I don't just coop all my feelings inside and suffer. Yeah.
Just say to anyone, like you can be actually if you're that desperate, you can even say it like into like to a vendor or something like that. Like just if you want to say something, speak out. Like
Mm.
there's someone's gonna help you, and I don't think the world is that cruel
Mm.
to for you to not say anything. Just
Yeah.
tell someone.
You might think that the world doesn't care everything, but talking about your world, it could be your family and your friends. So you tell your problems to your world. It doesn't necessarily mean 7 billion people, but
Yeah.
maybe the seven close friends and family you can tell your problems to. But please just don't commit suicide. It's saddening.
Don't even attempt it.
It's a
Don't
waste.
even think of it.
Yeah. I think
If you have
it's a
some
sin. Yeah.
some bad thoughts, just say out. Don't
Yeah.
keep it. Be true to yourself. Like, come on.
Mm.
Like you have so many things that you currently have, and like you're just gonna waste it in in a matter of yeah in a matter of like seconds. Your problems are just are just really so small
Mm.
compared to what you actually experience and what you're actually are about to be experiencing. And like you have so much more things to experience, and I think that you shouldn't miss this out. Like life is so short
Yeah.
to not live it good and to mope around and be sad. You have to be happy.
Yeah. Exactly right. It's life is so short already. Just try to
Yeah, that's
experience the
why.
good things. Know that there will always be setbacks, but you got to be mentally strong to push through these setbacks. Then
Yeah,
you can properly grow your character. Yeah.
you know what? Just adding on. Still remember the time where you would hyping me up.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were like in the bunk and like, fucking go, man. Let's fucking go. You know that was like the one thing that actually like I mean not one thing but like it was one of the factors that actually made me more tougher and stuff um like it's like a reason that it's like um if let's say you're okay, I just one tip for you guys, for those who like don't really know how to help these kinds of people, like hype them up,
Mm.
like for what you did to me, actually, like somewhat like how some stuff, and it made me look forward to things more, and uh just hype them up. Like even if you don't hype, even if you're not a person who hypes people, like make them excited. I
Yeah.
think what they're lacking is the lack of like excitement, the lack of good good mind,
Positivity
a
around.
good a good mindset. Like
Mm.
just if you're not the person who's just lift them up, try to like reach out to them and stuff. But yeah, for like my closing remarks,
Sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, sustainability is one thing.
In terms of
Consistency.
the physical workouts.
Yes, and also for like mentally, like if you think that the things that you are currently going through are like really a lot, you have to take a break. Just take a break. Don't torture yourself. Don't You're not a robot. You're not meant to be overloaded and then break down. It's not who we are as like humans. We get tired, and we definitely have our breaking points. And for like what else? Sustainability, consistency. Yeah. Consistency for both workouts and mental health. Like um we have to be always we always have to be challenged, so we have to stay consistent with us being like challenged with the adversities and all, because like I feel like without challenge, I don't think life would be this rewarding.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
definitely right. Yeah.
And it might be a little bit like tough on you, but listen, like whatever I actually said just now, like this pain or this uncomfortability, is it correct? Uncomfortability.
Uncomfortability.
Is it
Uncomfortability.
is it correct?
Yeah. Correct.
Correct.
Unco-
Uncomfortability.
yes. Oh, you nailed it.
Yeah.
You nailed it. Yeah.
Any of those types. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. It's temporary, and what you're going to be achieving, the memory of it. Like for example, remember me and you, like IPPT, like you keep on like hyping me up and stuff, and I
Yeah.
actually did it.
Yeah.
That actually stayed with me in my head like forever. Like even until today, I would still remember like Sergeant Major Greg. He'd be like, "Let's fucking go!"
Sam, bro. Sam.
I was so proud of like, come on, like
Yeah.
I was actually at my happiest moment at that time.
Mm.
Like like it was such a trip. Like I actually thought I was taking drugs or something. But I mean, I don't take drugs. But I was like at cloud nine. I
Yeah.
swear to God, like the rewards of you going through like this adversity, it's it's much more rewarding than going into your temptations,
Mm.
like going into like dark thoughts, like if you're tempted to go into your like you being depressed and stuff. I know it's not like selective, but just push on through. It's going to end. It's
Yeah.
whatever that you're experiencing, it's gonna end. Nothing is permanent. Just stay strong.
Yeah.
Right?
加油.
Stay strong.
Yeah.
Tell you.
And then
Yeah.
exactly what you I mean you hit the nail on the head. Like this problems won't last, and then when it doesn't last, assuming you really push through your problems, you already settle it, and then looking back, let's say 10, 20 years, 50 years later down the road, you feel actually I accomplished this. I'm mentally and physically stronger than before. If there are other problems that come in the way, fuck it, let's do it. Let's go full fuck, you know what I mean? Yeah. Let's go! that's the positivity that we're trying to exude to you guys, my friends. So please,
This
in summary,
is what
yeah, this is what we want to this kind of positivity they want to exude in the podcast. So please learn or please know that you always have tough times, but you always have resources, your family, your friends, this podcast to help you get through life. Please don't waste it. Let's go. So Sam,
yes.
it's time for what you spill. Oh shit.
The cat was not attached.
Oh
It
dear.
was not locked, and I spilled like some. Let me just show you. Anyways, let me just show you. I just spilled a little bit, but it's okay. That's okay.
It's alright.
I'm still going full fucked here.
Alright. Caps off first, Put your cap properly first, Okay.
Hey, it's like
Oh my god, I see a bit of water leaking out.
Huh?
Never, it's alright. Okay.
It's full fuck. It's full fuck.
I only half fucks, yeah. Sorry.
Hey,
Okay.
if I cannot
Okay. Only water drinking you can have fuck, but hey, life please go full fuck please
Yes.
Okay.
Go be like me.
Be like Sam, full fuck. Don't be like me. Creed. Okay. Alright. Bottles up,
Bottles up.
caps off.
Caps off.
I'm only doing one-handed shit. Alright.
Put your mic down, man.
I'm really holding it. I can't do it. It's alright.
Okay.
Life is good.
So live it well. See you in the next episode.
Amen. See you, my friends.